So, hello, welcome everyone to the step-by-step guide on how schools can register themselves on the RTE portal managed by the Department of School Education and Literacy, Government of Meghalaya. This video will help you understand the complete registration process with clear and simple. To begin with, open your browser and go to the official portal at rte.megeducation.gov.in. So when you type this URL, you will be visiting this portal. Once you have visited this portal, hover on the school name. So when the school registration phase will be open, click on the Create School Account, Submit. Once you create on this, you will be redirected to a page. First, what you need to do is select the UDICE code from the list. On selecting of the UDICE code, you can see the school name getting popped up. Just check the school name. If there is any discrepancy, report it to the block admin. Next, set a password for your account. Password must meet the following criteria, like it must be at least 6 characters long. It must have one letter, one number, and a special character. Confirm the password, the same that you have typed for the password. Once you have added the confirm password, now next field will be the email ID. You need to enter your email IDs here and click on this verify button. On clicking on this verify code button, OTP will be sent to the email ID provided here, and you need to provide that OTP to confirm the email. When you click on the verify button, a verification code will come with your email ID. Check the verification code and add it on the code. So when you click on verify, you will be finally verified of your and send the verification code. Click on the send verification code button. So when you click on this button, OTP will be sent to your mobile number. Just similarly, you need to enter the OTP, verify your number. After verifying the number, enter the captcha. After entering the captcha, accept the terms and conditions and create the account. Finally, on clicking the account, you will be redirected to this page. This is your school profile page. So basically what we have done till now is created an account of the school in this portal. Now we will be registering the school for the RTE scheme. We are now logged into our school. And now we will be going forward for the registration in the RTE scheme. Register ourselves or our school in the RTE scheme. We need to first go to the school registration link. And in the submenu, you can see a register submenu is present. Click on this register submenu. On clicking on this register submenu, we will be directed towards a new page for the registration of the school for the RTE scheme. Here, the academic year you can see which is already present and it is the correct year. The school UDICE code and school name has already popped. Now, we need to fill the details of it, starting with the board type. So you can see there are three types of boards: CPSC, ICC, and NBOS. Click on the desired board. For this example, we are considering NBOS as a school board. After that, click on the Add Education level. This lets us to add the education details available in the school, like the board of the school, the medium of the school, the category. So first field, we see the category. So in the categories field, you can see it is the girls, boys, or school. Let's consider we are considering for a boys school. We click on the boys school. Second, the medium of the school. Whether is it Hindi medium, English medium, Garo medium, Khasi medium. If we consider this to be a Garo medium school, please select the one which is desired for your school as part of the preferences. Education level. So here are the options as primary, upper primary, secondary, senior secondary. Consider this as a primary school. We are choosing as primary option. Let's consider our schools has three classes, class 1, 2, and 3. So from the form class, we will select class 1, and from the up to class, we will be selecting class 3. This will vary based on your school, your entrance class, your class, which is the upper limit of the class. So let's say we starting from class one. So we have selected one, and considering this school up to class three. So we'll be selecting class three. If your school is having class five, select five. If your school is having classes of more than five, select more than five. After that, we will be coming towards the fees details section. In the fees details section, you can see there are the class list, total annual fees, and student. This class list will get updated as per the entry and the limit class set here. So since I have said from 1 to 3, where you can see 3 listed for 1, 2, and 3. So we need to fill this phase detail for all the 3 classes. It will be based on your school. And let's say if your school is up to class 5, so there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that time you need to fill the fees detail of 5 classes. Okay. So for filling the fees detail, let's select the first class and then we'll enter the total fees. Let's consider is it 5,000 and the total number of schools. To note that this total number of schools is the count of the previous active session school or school students. It will include both RT and non-RT students. Let's consider the total number to be around 50. Then we'll click on the add fee details again because we will fill the fees for the other two classes as well, say class 2 and class 3. Then select class 2 from here. Let's suppose the fixed is around 6,000. These are arbitrary numbers which I am giving. This has no relation with you. So you need to give it as per your basis, as per your curriculum fees, and the number of students ever. We can click on add fee details for adding the third class and its fees. Considering this to be around 7,000 and number of sets to be 50. Now, after we have filled one education details section, we may have need another education level. When we will need this another education level, if we have, let's say, two categories, boys and girls in the same UDI school, that time we will fill one education details for the boys, another education details for the girls. Or we have two medium under the same UDI school. That time we will be selecting one education details for a particular medium, say Karo for here, and then again click on this to add another fees detail, or let's say that time Khasi for instance, or English. So if we have any scenario where there are multiple mediums for the same utilized code of the school, we need to select more than one education level. If we have only one medium for one utilized code school, then we will be just selecting this education details only once. After this education details, we will be moving towards entry classes. So we will be clicking this add entry class.
So this is the section for the entry class. So the first field that you have is the selecting the entry class which you have. So Meghalaya by default comes with the first class as the only entry class. So you need to select one from here. Then we select the category that we have selected above, which category of school our it is, which is whether it is a girls or boys or co-ed school. Moving ahead, we have the number of years our school has been functional. So if your school is new and has not been functional as of now, so please select 00 from here. If your school has been registered the previous year, so please select 01 from here. If your school has been functional for 2 years, let's say for the 2025-26 academic session and 2024-25 academic session, so in that case you will select 2 from here, and please select 3 or more if your school has been operational for more than 3 years or 3 years. I select 3 or more in this example case. Moving ahead, we have the total number of students enrolled in class 1 in the previous academic years. Mention only up to 3 years are applicable. So, if your school is operational for 3 or more years, in that case, you need to enter the total number of students allocated in class 1 uh, for the previous 3 years, like 25, 26, 24, 25, and 23, 24. So if your school is operational for 2 years, let's say we have selected here 2 years, at that time you need to enter the summation of the total students allocated in class 1 for the previous 2 years. If 1 year, then what the previous 1 year. So we need to select the, let's say we have 120 students total in the last 3 years allocated in class 1. So the next field we have is the total number of students to be enrolled in RTE 12 in the upcoming year. Here, the system automatically calculates the average of the submission that you have entered for 1 year, and then calculates 25% of that average. Like I have entered 120 for 3 years, so each year on an average 40 students, and 25% of 40 comes 10 students. You cannot enter or edit or do anything to this field. This is only a read-only field. So the user will be entering data for the previous 3 years enrolled as applicable, the submission of the students allocated in class 1, and accordingly the resultant will be calculated based on formulas that we have mentioned here. So let's say you have 150 students, and average of this in 3 years is 50, and 25% of 50 is coming 12.5. So if your number is coming in the integer or decimal, at that time the previous whole number digit will be calculated. Moving ahead, we have the location field.
After the entry class, then comes the location. So you can see by default, the district and block is already set. So what you need to do is add the village of your school. Let's consider this as from the Sasila village and the location that is available. After adding these all details, you need to write the full address of the school here. For the example purpose, I'm writing just address over here. You need to fill the whole full address of the school. After the address, we have the geolocations. We need to give the latitude and longitude of the school. So this can be in two formats, either in the decimal or hexagonal, or if you need both the cases. Now, one thing to note over here is that if you are giving in the decimal format, in both latitude and longitude, you need to provide in decimal format. Or if you are going to give in a decimal format, you have to put in both the places the same format. Like I'm putting here the decimal format. This is a test value again, just for the testing purpose. So in both places, I have put the decimal value. If you want to put the format of degree, minute, and second, in both the places, you have to put the same format. Moving ahead, we have the pin code. Please provide the pin code of your school. After the pin code, there is a recognition here. So in which year the school has been recognized, so you have to select that particular year. And then the school recognition certificate number, the number which is provided during the certification of the recognition, you need to provide that number. I'm putting here an arbitrary number just like this, but in your case, you need to put the certificate number. Then provide the school name for the administration. So what is the person or name of the person who is going to administer the site on behalf of the school? We need to give that person's name. Let example ABCD. And the designation of the school administration. I consider the principal to be the designation here. You can give the designation of that authority who is maintaining this portal for you. And then comes the website and land number. These two fields are optional. You may give, you may not. So once you're done with all the filling all the details, you go and click on the save button. You can see the school details have been updated. You can download this application for further purposes.